They came in. It's day 441 of the Worldwide Megacrisis Hungerstrike. I'm going on the hunger strike tomorrow. So I'm preparing. And the government sent some funds to me last minute, and there were some options because I'm trapped. I'm in the perfect storm of what's called the poverty trap. My driver's license expired, my passport expired at the same time. The government had a couple of bugs. It delayed one of my temporary driver's licenses. The website wouldn't take the temporary. I had to refresh it. There was another bug, and on and on and on. And I did it. I finally got these things. So I had a couple of these vegan multivitamins, which makes me feel better. And I'll have 2 more in the morning, which is a lot, but I wanted to show you something. I am finishing this recovery period the way I started it, with big cucumbers and some fermented natural soy sauce with little sulfites and things like that, because it's hard on my body. So I'm going to take a little bite of this, as it's, it's time to prepare for the last 2 meals. And I'm going to be cooking Chinese, which is why I have a little bit of this sauce here. It's a little bit of a authentic Chinese sauce. Okay, here we go. Oh. No, these last 2 meals really matter. So this is a special kind of Canadian tofu that was cheap, but it has more nutrients in it. It's brewed in a special way. I'm going to eat it with the rest of my noodles. There's actually omega-3 in here. So I have 1 omega-3 pill left, and my friend bought me 1 left. So it kind of worked out. And I have a little bit of baby food left. So I'll be having some pears with a bit of, tofu and the rest of it. But stomach volume really matters right now. My hand is still hurting and numb, but I'm on track to start tomorrow. I want to say a couple of things. Why is it so important for me to set these deadlines? These deadlines seem arbitrary in a way. They're not arbitrary. When you've had 30 hunger strikes that are severe, like long, your body responds, and your mind-body connection becomes very tight. And when you have a thought, your body responds. So if I don't set a hard deadline saying I'm starting the hunger strike now, the subconscious mind will just keep going. It'll blow past the deadline because it doesn't want to go on the hunger strike. But the mind does, the heart does. The heart's loving, the mind does. But the physiology is built to keep being selfish in a certain way, self-preservation. So I set that time so that I stay on track with the actual mega crisis. There's a timeline we face, you guys. There's a finite period of time to address this. And each day that goes by now, it's getting more and more bizarre. More and more people are starting to message. They're being more open to conversation. The crazy doesn't sound so crazy anymore. There's a couple of questions about what is the universal logic. But I need to go on another hunger strike here. And if you want to help, I'd really appreciate that. We have quite a few blessings to make. But when your mind has gone through 30 hunger strikes and you will obey that limit that you set, the mind learns to respond. The body's not in control of you. You are in control of your body. And so that's why it's important that when you make a commitment, you meet it. And I'm willing to have an hour or 2, wiggle room in there just for contingency and reality. But even for you, when you don't respect your own integrity, it starts to erode and you start to lose touch with yourself. So treat that as a sacred Your ability to set an intention is a sacred activity. It's actually birthing a kind of being into reality. Okay, the being you want to be. Oh no, my battery. Okay, good, we're back. My battery's dying. I also uploaded a video just before this. I don't know if I'll upload it on Facebook. I'm going to be starting my big stream on Facebook tomorrow, but I decided to stay home because I got the vitamins, right? I don't have to wait for them to give me an IV. And I'm going to be going there at 9 o'clock. I'm going to leave here probably at 9 to maximize my eating time within the time I set that the AI also set. We designed this hunger strike sort of perpetual upswing to grow exponentially. So each one has a target that's very specifically defined. So when I go to the hospital, I'll just be getting them to do blood tests and see why this hand's not totally healed. So tonight I'm going to clear my space. Look at the Cooking with M is up. Cooking with M. Oh, it's come on, get up. There you go. That's my original M from the first Cooking with M 20 meals ago. This is my 20th cooking around the world. And we're doing China this time. So we got some chili oil sauce here that I made before, but I'm going to make more of it. I'm going to make these wheat noodles and things like that. But this is my plan tonight, is get all set up. These are some flowers my niece and nephew picked, so it's a family reminder. And I'm very particular with the way that I get onto the hunger strikes. It's a bit of a routine now. And for me, it's important to maximize my chances of success, because it's a mental game too. It's not a game, but it's a mental grueling challenge. A real test of commitment, costly signaling, as I mentioned before. But why did I upload this other video just now, which is a strange one of me cutting my hair? I had a bunch of problems with my hair because it bunched up. I posted that because on the inside, how I see myself truly and how I am truly is this kingly figure. And there could be a throne, there could be a place of wisdom, there's a wisdom council, there's a lot of beauty, and there's a lot of goodness. So why would I post this video of me looking even rattier than I am now? My absolute lowest in terms of my looks, maybe. My hair is all over the place. It's because the world is backwards. So the people, the kings and queens and leaders and good-hearted, loving people who are willing to sacrifice for others, who should be leading things with wisdom, are the ones being crushed right now because we're in a backwards world. So a lot of the people who have mental illness right now are probably just hypersensitive, divinely in tune people who've been pathologized, and then it spirals out of control if you don't know how to ground yourself and believe in the direction of wisdom, compared to the side that is just gossip and sort of the human finite world. And they tried to do it to me, but I'm between worlds, so I can bridge and I can communicate what's happening in my divine connection and put it into a universal logic. Because as soon as you go into a hospital and you say, oh, I'm channeling something, they're going to think that you're having delusions. And I don't have that. I just have a direct connection to beingness. And I can articulate that, and that's why you can access it too. If you join us, which, get your button gear. So I posted that video because it shows how backwards things are. My external appearance looks terrible to most people. But if you listen to my words, the inner world is this world of universals, of meaning. And it comes out in what we call language, but that's the three-dimensional space-time version of it. Real meaning is pure being, which has no time or space. It's an interesting paradox. But it manifests itself in space-time through what we determine as meaning. The people who know how to recognize truth, recognize who I really am, that I'm speaking pure wisdom and truth in one of the worst circumstances. And to be honest, compared to the rest of the world, in places of war and abject poverty, I have it really well. The hunger is bad here, but I'm still blessed. And I have power to change things here in Canada. It's a big ego hit to look externally bad and have people who are external treat you badly. But it's a real act of love and care and compassion to know who you are, stay grounded, and start the healing. Take on the ignorance and just keep talking wisdom into the world. Keep talking that beingness. I call you to do that. And hunger strikes will help ground and test you, but in a peaceful way. Okay? So I posted that video, as embarrassing or as humiliating or as humbling as it is. It's showing what the poor go through. And even if you are intelligent and you're born with giftedness, that it's still hard on you. It's still tough. All the divine masters have to go through this. Even Jesus Christ was sweating blood when they came to crucify him in the Garden of I keep saying the Garden of Eden, but it's actually Gethsemane. So it's hard on your human side, but if you're divinely connected, you have the strength to pull through what other people would find impossible. And that inspires people, that strength. It's in them too. They can feel that. Inspiring means that you're breathing the spirit into them. You're getting to believe in themselves and believe they have this power to do things that they didn't think they could do, to live a higher meaning, not just scrambling survival in the zombie-like biological life, but a deeper, inner, eternal life that is this feeling of pure love. And parents have that for their children, usually. And people who fall in love truly, that profound depth to life makes it worth dying for. There's greater things than just material life. And if you're missing that inner connection, it becomes a hellhole. Okay? So I posted that to show the people who have talent but don't come down here with me have too much ego externally to make that choice. It's so hard that they can't even entertain it. They stay external. That's why there's a deeper beauty, but only the people who have that inner connection, that inner depth, usually those who have suffered, are driven inwards and they can't rely on the outside satisfactions. They can't stay external. They're pushed inwards and they're more aware. They see things other people don't see. So if you see me, if you hear my actual words, the universals in my words, then you're meant to be here. You're being called and I need your help. Okay? And it doesn't matter what you look like, your external appearance. I can recognize people right away. And I can see the pureness in everybody, even the externals, but they have to do more work. But I'm calling on you because this hunger strike is going to be quite intense. And great leaders don't fall into their egos. They're strong. You can't bulldoze me. And people say, you're so egotistical, you won't change your mind. Well, if you're emotionally manipulating me and you're not making a good argument on the facts and the truth, you're not going to win. You're not going to be able to change a leader from a good path to a naive or manipulative path. You need to actually have good reason, wisdom. Okay, so some people will mistake commitment for ego. But if you have a good reason, you'll notice that my meta is very easy to change if you are operating in good faith. Okay? Look at this. I even found a charging cable that the hospital gave me that actually has a proper charger. So I'm going to charge this phone because it's dying. But can you see my haircut? Doesn't look too bad from the front. But you know, it's not really a laughing matter because there's millions of people who are suffering right now. Okay, I hope it's charging. Okay, thanks for tuning in with me here. I want to have some of this cucumber. Oh man. So I got to get eating because I want to finish eating this meal before midnight so that I have a nice sort of like 5-8 hour window to eat the rest of the tofu. I got a second one here. Okay, so I'm very meticulous when it comes to these because I'm maximizing my chances of survival. Don't copy me unless you've done your homework, okay? Do this as safely as you can, but also send this signal that we need to start working on this. And what my video will also show is that if you are down and out, if you don't look perfect, if you're not totally beautiful or a 10 out of 10, a supermodel, super tall, or whatever the external criterion is for power in this world, if you don't have those things, that's okay. Because God's government, the true government, the wise government, uses a different criterion. This inner wisdom we know how to measure now, okay? And that's why it's important to see it in the leaders, that you can look all around you like this and still be wise and still have a lot of inner power, okay? So that'll give the meek, right? The meek shall inherit the earth in terms of the Bible. It doesn't mean like just shy away. It just means that they have this sense of grounded humility with confidence. And they don't need to push it around a lot. They push it when they're defending justice and they're defending the sick and the poor, which is what I'm doing. But when it comes to ego battles or gossip, it's hollowing to people who are in that deeper spirit, who are looking for real meaning, which are based on ideas and creativity and looking for the best in people and drawing a boundary if you have to, but believing that person's soul or spirit or goodness or conscience and returning to give them a rejuvenated chance to redeem themselves through that spirit, through that deeper meaning that's in all of us. Okay, so that's the point of that video. It looks weird. I'm cutting hair with like scissors and it's hard. And it's a respect to even, you know, hairdressers or anybody that's feeling, oh, like they're not worthy in this society. We're all on a journey. But the society that we're in is based on absolute production, which is why if you're not super high IQ and supermodels and all this type of stuff, you seem to have self-worth issues. But there's a different way to measure. Okay, and that measuring is what will cause heaven on earth and a great respect for each other, because most of us are carrying battles that nobody can see. All right, but I hope you can see mine. Look at this. Is that a rooster tail? What is that? So wish me luck at the hospital tomorrow. I'll make another video and I'll probably start live streaming on Facebook where all my connections are and family and friends. And that's my last sort of bastion. I might go hungry for, I don't know. I'll make that first video. I'm debating whether or not to live stream it. If I'm in the hospital, I'll start to live stream it, I think. Yeah. Okay. There's good news. There's good things happening. Okay. Thanks for being here with me. All right. I better start eating. There is something more I want to say, though. 17-minute video. I better stop this before it shuts off, but... Okay, there's a bunch of updates, but I'll put it in the next video. Okay. All right. This is me before the announcement. And yeah, I can't believe it's already been over a month of recovering. It feels like it went by like that. So we're all in this together. Okay. See you in the next one. Keep sublating. Enjoy your food. Make sure you comb your hair and stay blessed, okay? Okay, peace.